So, mental health is a crucial aspect of our overall well-being, yet it is often neglected or stigmatized. Mental health affects how we think, feel, and behave, and it can impact our relationships, work, and daily lives. So let's bring out our two guests so we can get this thing going. Y'all, please welcome Cena and Troya Monet! Yes! Listen, ladies, y'all look amazing today. Y'all got the fashion memo.
Thank you.
The pink and the pink. Do y'all know each other?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Great minds think
I
alike.
love it. That's what they say. I love it. So please introduce yourselves and tell us about you. Let's start with Miss Cena.
I'm Cena. I am an influencer / content creator. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Me. Thank you. And I specialize in family and lifestyle content.
Love it, love it. And Troya?
Hi, I am Troya Monet. I am an influencer, boutique owner, also the founder of Her Hustle Academy. So I help women launch, grow, and scale their e-commerce businesses through organic marketing.
Excellent. Love that. So y'all, you already know what we're about to talk about. Designer recently posted on his Instagram story that he's going to check himself into a facility to get care for his mental health. So with all of that being said, what are some of the most common mental health issues affecting Black men in our community?
Personally, I feel like it's the topics of what they're actually talking about in their songs. Oftentimes when we do hear rap lyrics and rap songs, it's always about women, drugs, alcohol. So I feel like, you know, there's not a lot of artists talking about what they actually deal with behind closed doors inside of their music. And unfortunately, it kind of affects the listeners as well. So if I'm listening to my favorite artist and all he's talking about is women, drugs, and alcohol, some of those things can kind of go through and rub off on you. And I definitely feel like birds of a feather flock together. So sometimes when you're actually listening to a lot of these songs, you're kind of going through and carrying a lot of the weight that these artists are actually going through behind closed doors into your own personal life.
Wow. And if you're listening to it, you can somewhat relate to it too, right? The struggles that they're going through. Cena?
Yeah, definitely. I just definitely think that one topic is probably men not feeling adequate or feel like they're not doing enough, especially with social media. Everyone is just posting this glorified life. You have these rappers posting all this money and jewelry, and, you know, and then we have our regular lives. And I feel like men just in today's age is probably feeling like I'm not enough, I'm not doing enough, and they don't know how to deal with it.
Wow, that's deep. Because those are the role models, right? They're out front. They're showing us how it should be, what you're missing out on,
right?
You know, or what you think you're missing out on. And
I feel like before it probably was hidden, you know, because we didn't have social media, and now we're getting personal. Like we get more into, you know, these rappers' lives and other people's lives, and before
we're literally in their homes.
It's in our faces, and so it's probably mental health is probably at an all-time high now. Not saying that it was, you know, not that bad back then, but it's probably really
it's more visible now because of social media and people always filming. And luckily, and not just people filming, but people starting to be transparent. Like back in 2018, Lil Wayne shared that the gunshot wound that was always referred to as an accident was actually the result of a suicide attempt, y'all. When he was just 10 years old, he started to struggle mentally when he was told he couldn't rap. Who would say that? At the age of 12, he was worried that his mother wouldn't allow him to rap anymore after finding out that he had skipped classes at school. So he called the police before pulling the trigger of a gun his mother had in her bedroom. And then there's Kanye. Do we really need to talk about Kanye and mental health? I mean, can we even talk about mental health without talking about Kanye?
It's true.
Cena.
That's true. We can't. I mean, we can't. Thankful, you know, for him and us, you know, he has been very vocal about his mental health. I don't think he have a choice because
it's visible.
He does so much.
Yes.
But I definitely probably would have wished, you know, I'm thankful that Lil Wayne came out and, you know, said that, you know, it was a suicide attempt. But if he would have said it earlier and talked about it more in his earlier music, what generation will he have impacted? Definitely the millennials, for
Correct.
sure. We're the ones who listen to him.
Yes.
But I'm glad he said something about it. But I think that if more rappers are vocal about it,
yes,
it could definitely change our generation.
Everything.
Change everything.
Yes.
Yeah, everything.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like you can't avoid the conversation, especially when it relates to hip hop and mental health, without talking about Kanye. I mean, we've kind of seen him transpire so much on social media, probably in the last 2 to 3 years, especially regarding like his marriage and his family.
Yes.
Definitely, those are like hot topics.
His business. Yes, it's like
you know,
so
everything
visible.
going on with Adidas and Yeezy and different things like that. And I feel like he is kind of maybe getting to a point now where he's maybe getting better and different things along those lines. And I really did enjoy actually watching his documentary on Netflix. And it really did make me look at him in a completely different light. But I definitely do feel like he should be a little bit more vocal as it relates to mental health, because he has so many people of so many different types of ethnicities who are also watching him too. Not only just African-American men who are rappers, but also people of so many different ages and genres too.
That's good stuff. That's so true. I would say that I'm very grateful that Kanye is being open and transparent. And like you said, you can't control the way that you handle your mental health. It's a real thing. And he just so happens to be a person that's in the spotlight. That is huge, not just in our culture, but to the world.
Right.
And so for him to address it, to not be ashamed of it, to talk about it, I think that's the gateway to a better culture for the world in the sense of mental health. Don't y'all think so?
For sure.
So you ladies have husbands, you have sons, well, you might not have a son, but in general, we have husbands, sons, brothers, cousins, many black men in our lives. What advice do you have for those black men who may be struggling with mental health issues and feel alone or ashamed to ask for help? How do we help them?
I feel like it first starts with just being open and honest and vulnerable and just letting people know, hey, I'm actually going through this and I need help. And I feel like that's something that we struggle with a lot when it comes to the black community. Is we were kind of just already talking about this a little bit earlier before we started filming, is just that you have to make sure that you are actually showcasing your emotions. I feel like we struggle with that as being African American.
Yes.
We've always been told, don't cry, don't show your emotion. And it's almost like we don't get to actually show our own emotion until it's just us in our, late night at bed just crying.
Yes.
And I feel like that's like one of the biggest struggles, and just letting people know that you're actually there for them when you do see that they are struggling with mental health, and just being more open and honest. You don't have to go through and have those conversations with them,
but supportive.
just being around,
yes,
being supportive.
I see you.
Yes,
I hear you. Yes, that's so amazing. What about you, Cena?
I definitely, just to kind of piggyback off of what Troya said, I have a son, I have a husband, I have brothers, and I see firsthand how our sons and our men are struggling with mental health.
Yes.
For one, it's so funny that we're even talking about this, because my husband has been kind of like having like a really stressful month, and to the point where I could see him wanting to just cry.
Oh, wow.
And I could see him just, holding it in, and I'm just like, babe, it's okay to cry. And like, he's literally looking at me, blinking his eyes really hard, holding back his tears, and just think about us as women when we're having like our crying spells, you know what I'm saying? When we're going crazy and we're deep in our emotions, a lot of that is healing, but imagine not being able to do that.
Correct.
And so you just have all of your emotions just bottled in. And I just think that, just men understanding that it's okay to cry. It doesn't make you any less of a man if you cry, or if you say that this hurt my feelings, or I'm okay with that. This is human. Like, you come from a woman, so you're gonna experience women emotions.
Exactly.
And even with our sons, like even my son, like he literally just broke up with his girlfriend like a week ago.
Oh.
And I think that it starts at home. Mental health starts at home.
Yes.
And it's important for us women, men, to be present for our kids, because I noticed a change. I noticed it the first day. I'm like, Javen, you okay? He don't want to tell me. He's like, yeah, I'm okay. 2 days, I'm noticing, like, his demeanor is a little different. His eyes just wet. Like, why are your eyes wet? Have you been crying? No, I haven't been crying. And I'm like, Javen, come on, what's going on? Your energy is off. I can feel it. I know it.
I'm your mom, right?
Finally, he told me. So I think it's just being really present in your home, and just really tuning into your kids, your sons, especially, because women, our girls, they'll tell us.
Exactly.
But your boys, like, you got to really, like, tune in and just let them know, like, hey, it's okay. This is life.
Cena, I'm so glad that you shared with us the dynamics of what your husband is going through, and then your son, Is there a difference between the two of them in their approach with dealing with it? And what would you say? Did you tell your husband, sweetheart, cry? Do you tell him to cry, or you just look at him like, I wish you would cry?
I used to we've been together like 10 years. So in the beginning, thank you. In the beginning, I would be like, it's okay. You can cry. Like, you know, it's okay. Or it's okay to feel sad, or really empathize and sympathize with him. Now I tell him, you need to let it out.
Good.
You need to let it out. Yes. You can cry, but I noticed with my husband, of course, he's older, so he's more set in his ways. So it's harder to get him to show emotion than as my son. I think that, with the Gen Z generation, they get it. You know, they're transitioning into boys can do certain things. It's not so rigid, whereas with the millennials, we're so men do this and women do this.
Oh my God, and the baby boomers, you don't even think about crying.
We don't,
not even.
You just get them to God.
My goodness. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep just giving them all to God.
Keep praying for you and keep praying. And,
it's so true.
But with the millennials, with my husband, it's some fight back. And, like I said, when he was having that stressful moment, I literally see him fighting back tears. You know how we fight back our tears when we want to mess up our makeup?
Yes.
Like, this is what he's doing. And I'm like, babe, just let it out.
So this is what we're going to say to our men. Just let it out. Amen. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. Don't y'all go nowhere. Yes, Girls Chat with Cena and Troya. Hey! Oh my gosh, you gotta love it. Hey, welcome back to the Sisaundra Show. I am sitting here having such a fantastic time with my guests. We're having some good girls chat with Miss Cena and Miss Troya Monet. So, let's dive into these hot topics, y'all. There are 3 Oklahoma officials, McCurtain County Sheriff Kevin Clardy, County Commissioner Mark Jennings, and Sheriff's Office Investigado Alicia Manning, who were caught on tape talking about killing reporters and complaining they can no longer lynch black people. Now, y'all, this one had me feeling all types of ways like I am right now. But quite frankly, I'm beyond upset. Lord, sometimes I just want Jesus Christ to come back and be done with this nonsense. Ladies, what are y'all thoughts? I want y'all to talk to me because I'm just...
Troy, I'm going to let you start.
Go on.
I guess I'll start. I just feel like we're just at a point in society now where I feel it's really shocking and hurtful that racism is still a thing. Like, I just really don't understand it. I don't know about y'all, but I grew up in church, and I just feel like we're all children of God. We're all created in his image, and we're all equal. So why are we still going back and back and back to things that have happened hundreds of years ago? And it really is hurtful, and it's really unfortunate. So that's just how I feel about it.
It's ridiculously unfortunate. Cena?
It's just crazy. But they're being exposed now. It's like you can't hide.
Ooh, that part.
You just can't hide. They've always been here. They've always existed.
Yes.
It just wasn't a light on them, but it's just now with technology, like, you just can't hide. And that's it. So let the Lord continue to expose them.
I would rather they don't hide. I'd rather know what I'm dealing with than not. Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And then I'd like to talk to you and help you change your heart because it's so crazy. You want to lynch people still? It's 2023. All right, let's move on. We're going to talk about Twitter, y'all. Now, this one is another crazy one. Elon Musk is out here removing the verification badges or blue check marks from celebrities all over Twitter. I'm finna go check mine. My God. Celebrities like WizKid, Burna Boy, and DeVito. Come on. This blue check is going out of hand. It's like totally getting out of hand. These artists have actually worked quite hard for it, and honestly, they deserve it. Elon says that they should pay. Elon said you're going to pay those $8, I believe it's $8, to get a badge just like everyone else. Tell me, what do y'all think about this?
That's crazy.
Again!
They are getting out of hand with these blue checks. Like, I think that is just absurd. Like we were talking about earlier, blue checks are something that, like a Grammy, like a prize. People work so hard for these blue checks, and for you to take it away and tell me I have to pay. Now, do you know if he's telling the celebrities that they have to pay, or he's just offering it to the general public too.
Okay, well, let me tell you, I did read that LeBron said he ain't ever paying for it. And if anybody can pay for a blue tick, it's LeBron.
Yes.
Right.
So is he saying that it's principle or what?
It's okay if you want to go through and do that for maybe people moving forward. And I personally don't agree that should even be a thing. But it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. And I'm definitely standing with LeBron on this.
Okay, so let me ask you if it makes sense. If we were the owners of Twitter and Instagram and we could charge each person, I think it's $14 on Instagram.
$14.99.
Thank you. And then on Twitter, I think it's $8. In the first day of Instagram implementing this program, they made how many millions of dollars? So if you owned this company, would you be saying the same thing?
They have so many ways.
I feel like there's so many other ways to make money.
So do you think Twitter and Instagram hasn't sat down with folk to try to understand a different way? Because what they're saying is the sponsors are saying kind of no now.
They make so much money when it comes to just advertising and marketing via social media, especially Instagram, now TikTok, and all of these other platforms. I feel like now it's just being greedy because they see how much people are making using their platforms for free. And now they're saying, oh, you made this amount of money on a free platform. Oh, now we're going to charge you for it. And I just don't think that is fair, to be completely honest.
Some people are kind of looping it in with like socialism. Have y'all heard about that? Like we just want these programs and free platforms. We don't want to pay for nothing.
No, I have not.
Woo, come on. I think that starts turning into a Republican Democratic kind of fight, right?
You got a little spicy with that one.
That's a little interesting to me too. It's like we want free stuff. We want to grow from it, but there are people who are actually investing in it that need to see a return as well. So from a business perspective, y'all talk to me, ladies.
Okay,
It's your business.
You know, you opened my mind a little bit. You know, I was feeling one-sided, but okay, why not include the people on this decision? Because we, the people, make your platform. We without us, you wouldn't have this platform. So why not? I don't know. Let's figure it out. Yeah, let's do a
Just
vote.
like they
Include
do.
the people.
Yes. Twitter is for the people.
Yeah,
Twitter is for Elon, child. Twitter is for Elon. Y'all better stop.
But I'm not mad at you for wanting to get your coins. But come on, include us.
Right. Because we've helped bring the platform up to this level. Now it's like, you fools. You don't pay $14.99.
Right.
Love it. So listen, what else is going on with you ladies? Tell us what's up for you and your business. We're going to start with Cena and then we'll move to Troya.
First off, you can find me on every social media.
Yes.
Because, you know, it's always changing. So I got to have backup on backup. So you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Oh, look at us.
Look at this beautiful family.
Paris. We celebrated my daughter's Sweet 16.
Oh my God.
That's Demi. Demi is a pandemic baby. That baby stressed me out. Them pandemic babies, believe them when they tell y'all they different. Them babies
the pandemic babies are different.
Yeah, so I'm just on social media, just, you know, inspiring women to live full so they can die empty.
Oh, I love that. Oh, live full. Yes, so you can die empty, y'all.
And inspire women to get outside of their head, stop overthinking, and just be present. Be in the moment. Life is now. Life happens now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow. Life is now.
Oh, I love it. So how are we going to live?
We're going to live full so we can die empty.
Yes, I love that. I love that. And what about you? Talk to me, Troya.
Definitely. So I'm the owner of Her Hustle Academy. I teach women how to launch, grow, and scale their businesses organically. Growing up, I love fashion due to my mom. She always kept me dressed in nice clothes. So it definitely rubbed off. So this is a picture of me in my warehouse in my home, just counting inventory.
Yeah.
And of course, definitely my 100 subscriber plaque is definitely something that I take really good pride in. And I'm so thankful for my community and my supporters. They definitely have helped me grow into the woman I am today. So I'm really excited for what the future holds when it comes to me and my businesses. So yeah.
This is so awesome. This is so great. I'm so proud to know y'all. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Problem.
Of course, y'all know we talked about mental health. So your mental health matters, y'all. All the things that y'all talking about matters. Your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Take care of your mind and your mind will take care of you.
Yes.
You are not alone in your struggles. Reach out for help. Don't let your struggles define you. You are stronger than you think. It's okay to not be okay. You are allowed to feel and take time to heal. Believe in yourself and your ability to overcome any challenge. Self-care isn't selfish. It's necessary for good mental health. Men, take small steps every day towards improving your mental well-being. You deserve to be happy and healthy, and you have the power to make it happen. Y'all remember that progress, no matter how small, is still progress. Yes! Hello, everyone. If you are at work, at home, y'all drop everything and tune in because it's time for the Sisaundra Show! Yeah! Listen, I'm just kidding. Don't y'all get fired. Don't drop everything at work. Listen, speaking of fired, y'all